the Pacific Northwest, there is a special and hateful place these two schools have for each other in their hearts. From Jake Browning's point or Kenny Wheaton running back to score, this game has had plenty of moments, and maybe we'll get another classic in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Ducks will put total leather and we'll get started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They go to the ground. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Knight. Got the back over the middle. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Parker. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year in big...
Turning it on! Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Quarterback may change this route. Now they'll run it on the toss. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Back to pass, it's Knight. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got it in the middle, it's Parker. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming.
That's a nice completion. I know you don't get the first down. You're obviously set up in field goal range here down in the red zone, but because you've got 4th and short now, you may decide to go for this if you're on offense.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Now on the move. They'll mark him down right there, and that'll be enough for a Washington 1st down.
Well, you're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, 4th down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive a ways. There's still a lot of football left to play. Hindsight's always 20/20, but that was an excellent decision by the head coach.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, a TFL. Now you got a big 2nd down. Here probably expecting the offense to throw it with a little bit more room to work with.
Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Knight. Takes the easy completion. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Washington right back to the line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. So they got nothing on the last play. Here's 3rd and goal from the 1. Marches ahead. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll go to the air. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Huskies. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And that is why timing is so important in the passing game. That is a critical 4th down. Down near the goal line, everything's going to happen quickly. It's got to be a great route. The quarterback has to get rid of it on time and make an accurate throw. 2 dudes on the exact same page, coming up with a massive touchdown down near the goal line on 4th down.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Moore will throw. Back open in the middle. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
got enough for the first. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. No matter what uniform the Ducks are rocking, they are dressed for success on the ground.
And that's who they are, right? They're dressed for success. They run the football, and then after that, what do? They run it some more, and they run it fast. Every Oregon team always been built on that tempo and ground game.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. One final play before the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that one's going to be knocked down incomplete, and we have knocked out the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. The Ducks will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on once. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Knight. This time it's complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
That last completion still leaving them with a 3rd down. He wants to change this route. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but I think, just invoke the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. Finds his tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
That last one was just a crushing penalty for this defense. Here comes 2nd and 1. Caught close to the marker. It's Lockett. He's brought down at the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Moore to the air. Finds his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? They'll try to run for it. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. They would have needed a 50-yard field goal from here, so instead they'll keep the offense out there and go for it. Calls his own number. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Oregon! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Man, a gigantic collision of top 5 teams, and it is now a final. Tennessee left little doubt. You know, this version of the Volunteers.
And he pumps it up inside the 20. Almost a disaster on that return. They jump on it, and they'll maintain possession.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that, and the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
Looking for room. It's Parker. Drives into the pile just to pick up of 1. They'll spot it at the 10.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The give to the back. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Trying play action. Fires to the middle. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Hunt is on its way. Hauls it in, looking for space. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Trying to seal the edge on the right. Crosses the 45. Breaks into the open. Spins away from the defense. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. The Ducks come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Moore will throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Tight end now in motion. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He's got it on the move. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
And the Ducks trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Using his feet. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. He might want another play. Back to pass, it's Knight. Makes the catch, it's Harris. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Wants to go up top on first down. Release to the back. Oh, it's picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Man, that is just great awareness by the big fella up front defensively. He did a good job just reading the quarterback's eyes. He knew where he was going with the football, and he's like, wait, these interceptions, they're not just for the little fast guys. Us big guys can get it done too.
Got room to work. There he goes. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
They're going to ride this running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Ducks moving quickly to the line. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They'll say he stepped out of bounds right at the 17.
And this is an offense that really relies on its running game on that second down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
The Ducks will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Into the end zone. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
Moore to the air. Dumps it to the back. He's got him this time. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. On the move. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Ducks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, offense is penalized. The Ducks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Looking to throw on 1st down. They're working that left side. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Oregon!
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So a drive that started just beyond midfield, only 49 yards. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Fielded in the end zone, it's Washington. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll go to the ground. Powers through the defender and runs through another one. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's Knight. Oh, they're after him. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Parker. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Moore will throw. He's going to let it go. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. The Ducks decide to punt it away. Bring it out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He'll return it from the 50. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. The give to the tailback. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Fires to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. For decades, Washington dominated this rivalry. Then 1994, and the pick by Kenny Wheaton took it to the house. And since that moment, this rivalry has been on.
It's been so much fun to watch. For years, it had conference championship implications. We've seen Heisman Trophy implications in this one. More recent.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Moore to the air. Looking down the middle. Holds it in. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes the grab.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. They're testing the right side here. Spins away from the defender. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
You know what? Everybody gets energized in the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Dropping back, it's Knight. Got it in the middle, it's Lawson. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. And the Huskies have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Really nice 1st down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
The Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The offense changing the play. They'll run play action. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the 1st down. Part of the DNA of the Washington offense has been a guy who can get it done with his arm.
And just finding a guy that makes everybody around you better, that can make the right decisions, that can highlight your skill positions. That's what gets the Washington fans going crazy, going nuts, and that's when they have those great football teams.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the right. It's complete. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
Motion from the wideout. With jet sweep pass. Turning it on. The pop pass gets popped behind the line for a loss.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting them to throw it way down the field to get the 1st. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the 1st down. We react to the short stuff, and obviously that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Rally up, make the play, live to fight another down.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, he's still on his feet. Touchdown, Huskies! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 25-yard line, gets it right back to the touchback position, and the offense will take over. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll try to get outside. Running to Green. Oh, he's got some space. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Finds the tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Ducks want to pick up the tempo. On the move, it's Hill. Got the first down, looking for more. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Rides to back and leaves it. And some room to work. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Let's send the tight end in motion. Moore will throw. Finds his back in the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big first down and keeps the clock moving.
From the gun, the ground game. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my big body on you. You throw it near me, I'll make the contested catch.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. The play-action fake. Shoots it to the left. And the pass was broken up, incomplete. And there's a flag on the field. This could be offensive holding. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Unloads to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try a long one. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. The Ducks line up to punt it away. He's got it. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11. And the Huskies will hustle to the line. They'll try the run. And he runs it all the way down to the 3 before they get it. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Now the play fake. Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, Huskies! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. After that last scoring drive, old Uncle Mo has switched sidelines, and now they'll try to get it back while they're clinging to this lead. They'll move the wide receiver. Defense in press coverage. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Smashes through the tackle.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the 4th quarter by 1 possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the 4th with a touchdown. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
Back to throw, it's Knight. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. Looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Green. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Moore to the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Going to throw it over the top of the deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
The Ducks send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times.
And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. Here he goes. Touchdown, Oregon. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. Ole Miss came through with a lunch pail hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And I guess it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won, and the fact this wasn't ever really in question. One team will rise in the ACC standings while the other is going to sink like a stone. The harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Dropping back, it's Knight. Right on target this time. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Wants to throw on third down. Snagged in the middle, it's Harris. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. He's open on the right. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Off the play fake on first down. Wants to throw. For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, Oregon.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
If you're the defense, you know that running back is the guy you've now got to stop. He's had a lot of touches in this game. Yes, he's made a lot of plays, but you've got a chance to win here. If you're going to do that, you need to take him away.
And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set. Make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
To the ground with the back. Oh, he's got a chance. Strong belief in this running game as he powers his way ahead and picks up 8. It's 4th and 1.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. They're still firing away even with this lead. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw, it's Knight. Fires to the wideout. Played till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. So Oregon gets the victory in its blood feud against Washington, and you best believe this one is going to stick with the men in purple for quite a while. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.